If you've watched the video Basics of Dinking, Bounce versus Volley, you've already got a pretty good idea of when to play each dink. Assuming the ball has landed in the kitchen and your posture isn't overreaching, then playing the ball after it has bounced is generally the easier of the two kinds of dinks. This is because you have more time available to prepare your feet and the paddle. Dinking crosscourt is the first direction you will likely feel comfortable, as it provides the longest distance you can safely hit the ball and still keep it effectively in the kitchen. Let's assume for now you have managed to get to the ball and are balanced behind the kitchen. The key thing to remember at this point is less is more. Think of a number system whereby both the backswing and the follow-through are assigned lengths, 1 being the shortest and 5 being the longest, with 0 being the contact point. Start off close to the sideline and try a 2 backswing and a 3 follow-through. The exact numbers that will be right for you will depend on your strength and grip pressure. As you accelerate the paddle towards your contact point, think about hitting through the ball, not tapping it with any wrist flick. If your backswing isn't too big, you should be able to accelerate through the contact and still not overhit the shot. Throughout the stroke, you want to minimize the amount of wrist and elbow use. These are two variables that can really affect the power and direction of the shot. The shoulder is the biggest muscle of the 3 possible levers involved in the forehand. Big muscles don't break down. Be aware of the importance of your contact point. From within your stance to a foot or so wide of your outside foot is going to be a safe place to contact the ball, ideally around about apex. Beyond that, you'll need to start reaching, which will compromise your balance, and it'll require a wrist flick just to direct the ball, and that will often also overpower the ball. Once you've got comfortable dinking crosscourt, it's time to add in a little bit of variety. Dinking down the line adheres to the same basic principles as crosscourt dinking, but with one important difference: power. The distance required to effectively keep the dink in the kitchen is considerably less. Remember the number system. Try a 1 for the backswing and a 2 for the follow-through this time. If you're someone who hits with spin when hitting crosscourt, then you'll need to minimize that when you're hitting down the line. Precision is key in this kind of dinking, because if you overhit this dink, then you're the one that's going to eat it, not your partner. Dinking to the middle can be a very effective play to introduce miscommunication within a team and force both players to move. A new partnership or an overly competitive team will often fight over the middle ball. But remember, if you hit that dink a little too high, you've got an easy invitation for them to pass you through the middle. If you've watched the video, we should get one where we get it over as well. Is getting it over on the third important? I really have no idea.